Hey everybody, RV Lady here. How are you? I'm good. Hi everybody, RV Lady here. How you doing? I'm good. I just thought I'd drop in since I'm sitting at a public library. So how are you? Subsequently,
hi everybody, RV Lady here. How you doing?
Okay, there we go. I forgot how to do it. I forgot to shut the sound off on the chat portion. Anyway, if anybody's watching this, as I said, I'm sitting at a internet connection at a public library, so I thought I would just say hi. I came into town to dump my tanks and things that I do, and looked at some YouTube offerings from creators, and I got to say, yeah. What happened to actually showing stuff? There was only one or two videos that I saw that was actually about, RVers showing little ways of, doing things with your RV. And the rest of them are just chat, 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 friends, chat, eating, chat, 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 chat. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't, God knows I've done enough chatting. But just so that I'm not like the rest of the pack, here's what I brought for today's offering. This is a curry comb. Anybody who has a pet of any kind that has hair, this will get the hair out of your carpeting. That's a good thing. With Zip, and I'm out in the desert, so sometimes it's cold, sometimes not so much, and Zip is shedding. Subsequently, I need some way of getting the hair out of the carpet because my vacuum cleaner doesn't do it. So anyway, I've been using this curry comb to just scrape the carpeting, and it comes right up. I have two other RVers while I've been, out here boondocking who have pets, and told them about this, and they're like, "Oh my God, it works so great! It just takes a couple of minutes, and then you just vacuum up the hair or throw it outside or whatever it is that you wanna do with it." I throw it in the trash, just because dog hair doesn't belong in the desert, and so that's about all that's going on with me. I can report that Nana's Joy had her surgery and is recovering. And she actually said something on my channel comments about doing a hangout. Now, I don't know if she wants to invite all of you or if it's just something between her and I. I'm not really sure, but I'm sure she's not ready to even come close to doing anything like that. What else is going on with me? Not a lot. I have been working at, I guess I have been doing a lot. I have been fine-tuning the script for the pilot that I hope to be shooting next year. And it should be interesting to see how this goes. Between me and a few friends who know about money and legalese, we have determined that television viewing is just not what it should be. And we can actually create programming that is more family oriented, more family friendly. Something that, remember back in the day when you used to gather with your family around the television on pick your night, I don't care, Sunday nights, for example, and watch The Wonderful World of Disney or Bonanza or what else? It's just, it isn't like that anymore. I was talking to one of the viewers, and she was telling me that she watches Leave It to Beaver every day. It's on her TV, and she likes it, and she likes the message, and she likes everybody getting along, and that it's a family thing. And I get that. One of the reasons why I don't enjoy television is basically because it's become so bitter, and the content is what's the word I want to say here? Argumentative. It just isn't entertaining. It's, I don't know, irritating, I guess. In Massachusetts today, there was another school shooting. And, you know, as I'm shaking my head saying, what? Um, you know, I think a lot of what people are experiencing via television or whatever is a direct result of the anger that people feel. So, anyway, just trying to eliminate some of that. And I think that between my friends and I, we can maybe make a difference in the world. That would be nice. Optimistic, which is very rarely not me. I'm never optimistic. I'm always pessimistic. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. I could yammer on forever. There's actually, I think you can like write comments for the 4 viewers who are watching me right now. You can actually write comments on the side somewhere and comment about anything that I've said. Let's see what else is going on. I have yet to dump my tanks yet today, and actually, I come into town like every 10, 12 days, and I dump my tanks. They don't need to be dumped, but what I do need is to take on water. And so that's really the reason that I come into town is to get more water. The interesting thing, and I think in videos like last year or something, I said something about when I refilled the water tank, the water actually goes in and then spits back out at me. And I've spoken with some RVers that have experienced the same thing. It is an air bubble or blockage that forces the water to come back out. I really don't understand that. I would think that if there was like an air hole on top of the water tanks that you would just open, it would offset that. But opening up the sinks or the valves or whatever, that doesn't matter. But I have figured out, you know, how to get by it. And that's just by, you know, waiting for all of that action. It takes about 3 or 4 times for that air to get out of the tank, and then I can turn the water on high and fill up my tanks much faster. It literally used to be a trickle that I was putting in. It would take me 45 minutes to fill up my tanks, and I want to say that I have 45-gallon tanks. It was horrible. So what is that, like a gallon a minute? Let's see. I don't really have anything else to share. Zip is fine. The RV is fine. The Suzuki is the bane of my existence. I am going to be selling the Suzuki. I took it in and had the carburetor rebuilt. And at the time, I said, it doesn't look like it's rebuilt. And the guy said, it was. It wasn't. So anyway, I have to go get my money back from that adventure. And I got statements from mechanics that said this carburetor wasn't rebuilt. And though they charged me anyway. And I'm not going to let them rebuild it. Burn me once, you know. Shame on you. But I'm just going to go get my money back, which was $550 to rebuild a carburetor, which I think is close to insanity. But I decided that I'm just going to throw a rebuilt carburetor, new rebuilt carburetor onto it. And so I just haven't dealt with it yet because didn't need to. Let's see what else is going on. I know the Blacktop Boondocker is down in Orlando. I don't know if he's still down there. I didn't watch the entire video. And what else? Some of the other videos I watch. You know, I like to watch the videos made by our viewers that teach me something. I need to, you know, it is amazing how much you think you know and then your reality. And the reality is being a full-time RVer and being a full-time RVer that boondocks is challenging, to say the least. There's a lot to do. when you aren't regularly visiting your home port or whatever it is. Though I can go and do that, I choose not to. And so I've just been moving around the Anza-Borrego Desert here in the Borrego Springs area. And I like it. You know, the temperature is nice. It gets kind of a little cold at night. It's been extremely windy, which is always an interesting challenge in an RV. And because I don't have the jacks, the leveling system, I do have jacks that I can use to stabilize the RV, but I don't use them. I kind of enjoy, and I don't know if it's just me, I'd be interested in your comments on this. I really kind of enjoy two things about RVing or boondocking or whatever. I enjoy weather. I mean, not continual rain every day at 4 o'clock, but I like the wind. I like the rocking motion of the RV. It kind of makes me think somebody else is driving and I'm just sleeping in the back. I like that thought. The other thing is that, okay, I totally just lost that thread. God, getting old blows. What's the other thing I like about RV? Oh, the noise of generators. Or not noise, but you know when somebody's running their generator, except for me, I don't enjoy the sound of my generator running. But when somebody's running their generator, you know, in their vehicle, it's not very far from me. I enjoy the sound. Again, it reminds me of being on the road and like going to a Flying J or something, and you're there listening to the sound of diesel trucks and air brakes or whatever it is, vehicles moving about. And it makes me feel like I'm on the road. And I'm not on the road. I'm just kind of stuck in Southern California. And I say stuck because this project that I'm working on that we hope to start shooting next year is requiring me to stay within a proximity of Los Angeles. I was going to go down to Mexico for a few weeks, but changed my mind just because the Suzuki continued giving me trouble and I couldn't figure out and to anybody else what was wrong with it since the carburetor was rebuilt, which of course it wasn't, and that is the problem with it. What I'm going to do is, oh, and I should say this, you know, I was going to buy a new RV, a pretty new RV to me. And I have stalled that, and I'm going to use my money for my RV for this venture that I'm getting myself into. And yeah, so maybe you'll see a production made by me on TV. But anyway, we're going to shoot the pilot next year. But anyway, I'm using that money for that. But what I can still afford to buy, I think, is I want one of those cargo trailers, or yeah, I think they're called cargo trailers. And I want to buy a little Miata, not a new one, a used one, new to me, Miata. I'm really done with the off-roading life. And that's why I want to get the Suzuki fixed and get rid of it. Because I would really like to have a more comfortable car that I don't have to climb into in order to utilize. And I really have to like lift my leg really high because the Suzuki's lifted. So I have to lift my leg really high to get in. And of course, you know, getting out is really interesting too. And I'm just getting too old. Geez, I hate getting old. Who likes getting old? Raise your hand. See, nobody likes it. Let's see, I guess that's it. Hello, 7 viewers. How are you? I think you can write on the right-hand side if you want to ask me any questions or whatever. But as to my project that I'm doing, I'll tell you all about it at some point. And right now I can't even say the name of it or anything like that. Just because the movie making television industry is a backbiting, backstabbing existence. And so I don't want anybody stealing it. It's a mildly original concept, and I think it'll be really, really fascinating. And it's family friendly, so that the entire family can like sit down and watch something and not feel like they have to censor the parents don't feel like they have to censor the viewing, and there's no zombies or blood, guts, and gore. So sick of that. I'm sick of it. Um, I don't want to watch it anymore. I want to watch entertainment. Good, clean, healthy, wholesome entertainment. I don't know why we can't have that. And if anybody knows any shows that are like that, let me know. I would like to know what they are. I don't find them. Not that I even watch TV. I mean, I don't even think the antenna on the RV works, quite frankly. I mean, it rolls up, but I don't, because I haven't tried to get a signal in a really, really super long time. It's just not something I think about when I want to watch movies, which I do. Hi, Janet. Um, I either go rent them or whatever. The library offers them for next to nothing. I think they are nothing, actually. I don't know. I haven't been renting any because I don't sit down and watch movies. And I've never been that person who can sit down and like watch a movie for the entire time. Again, I am offering something here. Here's the other thing that I did, a tip that I got from another RVer. I have the shower head that probably came with this RV. It did come with this RV. It probably has a flow control on it, though it doesn't. This is what he did, and this is what he said to do, which I thought was like, genius. Is you take silicone or whatever, and what I did was I, round circle, split it in half, basically. I covered, oh no, I guess I did it this way. So I covered the holes that I don't want water coming out of. And it makes for a more powerful shower. And it also conserves so much more water. I was shocked. When you're out boondocking and you only have 50 gallons of water, you have to be conservative in your usage. And so every day isn't really an option, or you're going to be coming into town all the time, because basically before, when I was taking a shower, even though they were like, those military shower things, it was, like, in those military showers, you turn it on, you get wet, and you turn it off, and so blah, 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 blah. Doesn't make a very enjoyable shower, and I occasionally enjoy a nice shower. But doing this, I've cut my water consumption for a shower, leaving it on almost all the time, in half. It's wonderful. I can happily take a shower in like 2 gallons of water now, where before I was probably using at least 4 gallons. And it's just like covering up those holes. It's pretty interesting. And I'm too cheap to like go out and buy a new shower head. That, and I don't do plumbing. I don't care how simplistic it seems like it's going to be. I don't do plumbing. And because it never ends up being a simple task. I would start by replacing the shower head and end up with, I don't know, a hole in my bathtub or something. I don't know. It just always goes so very wrong. Same with electricity. I don't do anything with electricity. And the reason for that is because I have never been successful at doing anything with the exception of installing ceiling fans. I can do that like crazy. But in this RV, no, can't do it. I tried to put in, what is that thing called? The ports where you can plug in something for, 12 volts or whatever it's called. Anyway, I tried to do that. I blow fuses like crazy. No matter what I do, it doesn't work. So I don't know, but that's all I know. The world still turns, and I'm still turning on it, and we'll see how it all goes. So I have 7 viewers. Hello, 7 viewers, and Janet. That's all I know. And if you can send your questions to me via the comment section. And I guess I'm done. I got nothing else to say. So y'all take care until next time. And I guess I'm gone. Smile. Be brave. I'll see you next time.